been amazing. I'm back in my homeland, Filipino right here. Yeah. It's nice to be back home. Haven't been here in a while because of COVID, so it's really nice. Got to see my family. It's incredible.
What about you, Dallas? I can already tell you have a lot of Fire Nation converts here.
It's been really exciting. This is my first time in Manila, and everyone's been very welcoming, and it's so hot. Oh my gosh. It's so humid. I stepped out of the air conditioning for 1 second and I feel like I'm in the Fire Nation.
Well, I mean, clearly you are quite used to that already as it is. But
unfortunately, Zuko has gone through a significant amount of really extreme trauma, and that's something that's very hard to relate to. So there's different points in my life that I had to pull from specifically that I think worked well for specific scenes, but at the end of the day, I won't be able to fully resonate with Prince Zuko just because of the burn scar, right? And I think at some point it was hard to really differentiate like the line where Dallas and Zuko stood, because I was in character every day, all day, every day. But luckily, like, I had Paul Lee, which you guys know as Uncle Iroh, who was the kindest person I've ever met. And he was extremely supportive to me throughout the process of becoming Prince Zuko. And I think this goes for everyone, like every episode, the acting, the plot, the CGI gets better and better and better. So I'm really excited for you guys to binge it all in one night. Seeing my character photos, I have a massive head. So, yeah, Daniel, like, after everything was over, he was very supportive, and I'm glad that I was able to share such an intimate experience with him.
But he does play.
I feel like it was a little bit more difficult for me to tap into Aang's emotional side, such as when he gets sad because of really, really sad stuff. So, yeah.
I think it has to do with a lot of preparation, though.
Yes.
I mean, online there's so many like character analysis videos. You can really tap into the lore of the Avatar universe and really how fantastical the world is. So I think once everyone's in hair and makeup, we've got all of our beautiful costumes from our wardrobe team. Like, it really brings the world to life, and it's less work for us, and we just get to do our part in breathing the same breath that the animated characters had.
The series, it only takes place through 3 months, but you can see Aang growing as a person and even physically a little bit. Like season 3 Aang, he is like, I won't say shredded, but he's scary.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can't.
He's a real pro, and at such a young age to have to work those long hours, he did an amazing job. But what I wanted to say was that, like, in Zuko and Aang's scenes, they're much more personal and intimate because we're dealing with real life people and living in this, fantastical world that has, where it's life or death, I think you get to really feel the danger of bending in our series. So, those moments between Zuko and Aang, I think people will truly be able to relate to their relationship, as crazy as that might sound. Like,
no, because we're all good.
Here, Ian is a very protective older brother when it comes to these two, especially. And you guys have seen him in like these other interviews and things. He's so funny. Like when I was like, stressing out about the show and I think really worried about expectations, Ian was like the only person that I had there to comfort me outside of like obviously Uncle Iroh and like our creative team. He was the person that I could be flat out honest with about everything. And then Dio, man, the way she has to like put Gordon in check, she's a real older sister to him for that.
Happiness. I'm sorry, I'm doing this in single words. Okay. When I actually booked the role, they pulled me in for I think what was called Getting to Know You. You guys actually had. What was it called?
I didn't, but Ian and Galandia, or no, maybe not Galandia, but Ian had a personality test.
I didn't have a personality test. They said it was between me and a few other people and they want to get to know me. So I went in there and they started talking. I have no clue what's going on. And they end up getting into them saying, we searched the whole world for Aang. Like the whole world. And then we found him. And you live 15 minutes away from the studio. And I was really confused. I had no clue what's going on. I'm like, you found him? That's a really mean way of telling me I didn't get the role. but eventually I figured out, they said, no, you booked it, Gordon. I figured out I booked it. There's a lot of tears, a lot of crying, a lot of emotional words. And
Crying about booking a job, even though not knowing what Avatar the Last Airbender was, because
No, you go.
he wasn't born yet.
Oh yeah. And for those of you that don't know, so he wasn't born yet, but after he found out he booked the job, he watched it 26 times and more.
You heard that? Come on, where's the hype at?
Yeah, come on! This is our Avatar here. 26 times and more. Ah man. Something maybe you personally shared with him, or something funny, or something you never took seriously?
It's something that was, I think, it is vital to every actor and actress, not just Gordon, but having a strong support system, whether that's your family, your childhood friends, or even your own team. I think to have a strong base in your heart is extremely important because of like the nature of the industry, right? And especially with a fandom like Avatar: The Last Airbender, although many of us are supportive of what we're doing at Netflix, there is an opposite side to that, as always. But I hope that, you know, the people who are supporting you at home keep your chin up and give you strong words of affirmation